are going to start chapter 4 of geography, which is agriculture. Let's open your books. There are large number of activities that take place from agriculture to processing and to transportation. Most of the food items you eat undergo many processes such as cultivation, harvesting, transportation, packing, etc. before you eat them. These activities are actually part of economic activities. तो एग्रीकल्चर में कई सारी एक्टिविटीज होती हैं. जब भी हम कुछ भी खाते हैं तो उसके इन्वॉल्वमेंट में बहुत सारी एक्टिविटीज होती हैं, जैसे कि हार्वेस्टिंग, सोइंग, पैकिंग, ट्रांसपोर्टेशन एटसेट्रा. और उन सब एक्टिविटीज में जो भी चीजें होती हैं वो हम इस चैप्टर में पढ़ेंगे. मतलब एग्रीकल्चर से रिलेटेड कौन कौन सी इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटीज होती हैं. टाइप्स ऑफ इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटीज. फर्स्ट, प्राइमरी एक्टिविटी. The economic activities which involve extraction and production of natural resources are called primary activities. Example, agriculture, fishing, gathering, etc. Second, secondary activities. The economic activities which involve the processing of natural resources are called secondary activities. Example, manufacturing steel, baking of bread, weaving of cloth. Third, tertiary activities. The economic activities which support the primary and secondary activities are called tertiary activities. Example, banking, transport, finance, etc. So, students, प्राइमरी एक्टिविटीज वो होती हैं जो बिना किसी प्रोसेसिंग के हम तक पहुंचती हैं. सेकेंडरी एक्टिविटीज वो होती हैं जो हमको थोड़ा सा प्रोसेसिंग करने के बाद हमारे पास कोई चीज आती है. वो सब एक्टिविटीज सेकेंडरी एक्टिविटीज में होती हैं. और टर्शरी एक्टिविटीज वो होती हैं जो प्राइमरी और सेकेंडरी एक्टिविटीज को सपोर्ट करे, जैसे कि बैंकिंग, ट्रांसपोर्ट, फाइनेंस. 50% of the world's population is engaged in agricultural activity. In India, 2/3 of the population is dependent on agriculture. Agriculture, also called farming or husbandry, is the cultivation of animals, plants, fungi, and other life forms for food, fiber, biofuel, medicinals, and other products used to sustain and enhance human life. Here in this diagram, you can see how agriculture happens. Farmer inputs land preparation, seeds and sowing, fertilizers, organic matters, manure, residue, irrigation, amount, layout, technique, pest, disease and weed control, harvesting. Then environmental inputs, which are temperature, humidity, sunshine, rain, wild soil, wind, soil type and slope. Then output में आता है हार्वेस्ट होने के बाद क्वालिटी ग्रेन, पुअर ग्रेन और नॉन ग्रेन मटेरियल, या फिर नॉन हार्वेस्टेड material used for pest, disease, weeds, system losses due to poor management, nutrients, water, etc. Which and output is always leads to stable soil. Farm system. Farm system includes inputs such as human input, physical input, and then these inputs undergo processing such as plowing, sowing, etc. The ultimate output is crop farming. First, subsistence farming. Subsistence agriculture is self-sufficiency farming in which the farmer focus on growing enough food to feed themselves and their families. The typical subsistence farm has a range of crops and animals needed by the family to feed and provide clothes for themselves during the year. Intensive subsistence farming. In very densely populated countries like India and China, farmers use their small land holdings to produce enough for their own consumption, while the little remaining produce is used for exchange against other goods. The cultivators used simple tools to produce the crop. Primitive subsistence farming. Types of farming. Depending upon the geographical conditions, demand for produce, labor and level of technology, farming is divided into two main types: subsistence farming and commercial farming. Primitive subsistence farming. This is also a small-scale farming pattern of primitive nature. These are further classified into two. Cultivation. It is also known as slash and burn agriculture. In this type of cultivation, an area of ground is cleared of vegetation and cultivated for a few years and then abandoned for a new area until its fertility has been naturally restored. In this type of agriculture, a patch of forest land is cleared by combination of felling and burning and crops are grown. After 2-3 years, the fertility of soil begins to decline. The land is abandoned and the farmer moves to clear a fresh piece of land elsewhere in the forest, and the process continues. While the land is left fallow, the forest regrows in the cleared area and soil fertility and biomass is restored. After a decade or more, the farmer may return to the first piece of land. Different names of shifting cultivation: Jhum cultivation, Meghalaya and Chhattisgarh; Milpa, Mexico; Roca, Brazil; Ladang, Malaysia. Nomadic herding. In this type of farming, people migrate along with their animals from one place to another in search of fodder for their animals. Generally, they rear cattle, sheep, goats, camels, and or yaks for milk, skin, meat, and wool. This way of life is common in parts of Central and Western Asia, India, East and Southwest Africa, and Northern Eurasia. Examples are the nomadic Bhotiyas and Gujars of the grasslands of North America, Europe, and Asia are the major areas where commercial grain farming is done. Different types of food crops. Wheat. It is commonly used grain. This crop is best grown on loamy soil. It needs a dry and mild climate to grow. Major wheat producing areas of the world are Canada, Haryana, Punjab. Rice. It is the second most staple food crop of the world. It needs a large amount of water, therefore cultivated in tropical and subtropical areas. It requires a clayey soil. China is the leading producer of rice in the world, followed by India. In India, rice is mainly cultivated in Bengal, eastern coastal strip, etc. In maize. It grows in areas of well-drained fertile soil, moderate temperature, rainfall and sunshine. United States of America is the largest producer of maize. In India, it is mainly grown in UP and Punjab. Millets are grown in areas which have less fertile soil and sandy soil. It is a hard crop and needs less rainfall and high to moderate temperature. Major producers are China. In India, millets are grown in Rajasthan and river crops. Jute. It is also known as the golden fiber due to its color and high value. It needs plain alluvial soil and stagnant water. Bangladesh is worldwide known for its leading production of jute. In India, it is mainly grown in West Bengal. Cotton. Growth of cotton requires plenty of sunshine and moderate rainfall. It grows well in alluvial soil and black soil. It is drought resistant. Egypt, USA, Pakistan are the leading producers of cotton. In India, it is mainly grown in Gujarat, Maharashtra and Madhya Pradesh. Beverage crops. Coffee. It is taken from the coffee seeds of coffee plant. It requires warm and wet climate and well-drained loamy soil. Worldwide, Brazil is the leading producer of coffee. In India, it is grown in Kerala and Coorg. Tea. It grows on slopy surface of tropical and subtropical regions. It requires cool climate and adequate rainfall. It is generally grown at altitude up to 5,000 feet above average sea level. It also needs well-drained loamy soil. China is the largest producer of tea, followed by India in Assam, Karnataka and North Bengal. Here in this map, you can see the following distribution of agricultural products in India. An average farm in Indian village is of approximately 2 hectares. A poor Indian farmer does not have much money, so according to the availability of money by loan or any other means, he purchases seeds and with the help of family and few cattle, he starts cultivation. With the best possible means available to him, he irrigates his field and at time of harvesting, he sells out his produce at any prevalent rate due to lack of storage space. He may also sell the produce of his cattle to the cooperative societies in the village. Actually, his first use to satisfy his family needs and then the surplus available is sold out in market. A farm in USA. An American farm is very large in size. Farmers are well educated and keep updating their knowledge with the help of new books and seminars. They use machines on large scale and have good storage and irrigation facilities. Here is the picture of farm in USA. So, thank you class. Let's meet again in the next chapter.